Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another movie review. I decided to watch Madagascar 2, Escape to Africa, for the second time. And having seen it for the second time, I've noticed a lot of elements that were from the first movie, like the old Jewish lady that's a really tough cookie. And I just love her. She's so funny and comical, and I like her determination and her gung-ho attitude. And I love that line. One of the guys asks her in a particular scene, "Hey, old lady, do you know where you're going?" And she says, "Nope, but I'm going to go there with a song in my heart and a skip in my step." And I thought, that's definitely the way that I want to look at life. I would like to see life in a positive light, and I thought that was an excellent model for young children and just everybody who would happen to see this film. And she just had so many good characteristics, and she never said never, and she never quit. And I love her character for that, just because I think she's just a wonderful, tremendous character and very funny. Her lines are probably the most hysterical in the entire film, besides King Julian. I've always loved King Julian. I just adore Sacha Baron Cohen and his expressiveness and the quality of his voice, and just how how funny he is. I love all the other characters involved, and of course, I've thought that this version was better than even the first one, which I've always enjoyed the first Madagascar, but this one is just the icing on the cake. And I thought it had a lot of good morals and values scattered throughout, and the humor was even more witty than the first one, if that's possible. And oftentimes it's really challenging to make a sequel that's better than the original, and I think that DreamWorks really did it with Madagascar 2. I enjoyed all of the characters, even the ones that are no longer with us. Like, for instance, Zumba, the man who played Zumba, he passed away, unfortunately, and I can't remember what took his life, but I thought he was a very funny man, and they even had a dedication to him at the end, which I thought was very fitting. And it's just sad that somebody so talented and so amazingly humorous died. And in fact, the last movie that he was in, it was Old Dogs, which didn't really fare that well for him, considering his film career. And a lot of fans of his they don't even consider that part of his repertoire, because it just did terribly within cinemas. And unfortunately, I can't think of his name, and I really feel lax and a little bit silly. I do forget things, so I'm sorry about that, but I really did. I love this actor very much, and he's near and dear to my heart. There were a lot of good voice talents in this, and I enjoyed all of them. And I had heard, I think it's already greenlit, I don't know when it's coming out, but Madagascar 3 is in the works. I'm not really sure what the plot will be or what will occur in it, but I'm excited to see what they'll do with the characters, because, as I said, all the characters, I love them. They are magnificent, and DreamWorks is definitely improving with their animation quality. I have to say this, with especially Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon are really extraordinary examples of this. And of course, there is a sequel already that's coming out this summer, which I will be reviewing, Kung Fu Panda 2, the Kaboom of Doom, which I'm really excited, being a Kung Fu nerd and a lover of Mantis style. I'm really eager to see that, and wondering how Poe will fare against new adversaries, and especially the Fearless Five, and of course my favorite character, Shifu. Um, I just am really looking forward to the original cast being back. And as far as films go, I really love this. This is 4 stars in my opinion. It's just, it's emotional, it's very heartrending and touching, has really superb morals and values. It's good for everybody, and it makes me feel like a kid again. And there are lots of homages in it. For instance, there is an homage to Lawrence of Arabia and to Born Free. There are probably some other homages as well. Oh yeah, West Side Story and Fosse, and I really liked all of that, and just the mention of New York and New Jersey, and that was funny. I really liked that little subtle humor. It was just extremely enjoyable, and I loved every moment of it. And for those who have seen the original, they would have to say you wouldn't really have to see the original to know what was going on and understand, because they explain everything. And it's just it's a really wonderful movie, and it gives me hope for DreamWorks Studios and what they will be producing next. So I'm really excited to see what they have up their sleeves for the coming seasons.